Black Pages, Newtown Macon, and Rhythm and Jazz Foundation will host 6 multicultural events in downtown Macon. Project BAD is an initiative that seeks to broaden the diversity of downtown. BAD offers a family-friendly environment that encourages interactions, highlighting, promoting, and familiarizing the public with the dynamics of downtown Macon in the urban core areas, and utilize the beautiful green spaces and other downtown venues like Rosa Parks Square, 3rd Street Park, the Tubman Museum, Georgia Sports Hall of Fame, and the Douglas Theater. Project BAD, bringing African Americans downtown.
I didn't grow up with it, but I tell you one thing, technology is absolutely phenomenal and amazing. And it's really remarkable, the kind of progress that society and engineering and scientists have made as it relates to technology. Progress to the extent that it has made our lives easier and more secure, and I want to say shorter, not that it has made our life shorter, but it saves us time, so today I've got a young man that we're going to talk about, technology from security, a camera, an electronic, a telephone, and an internet perspective. And I'm having this young man because it's good to see. It's good for me to see somebody who, a young brother, young African-American male, who has developed a company and has developed expertise in making our lives safer and better, and kind of shortening the thread as it relates to security and communication and the internet and technology and things of that nature, and even fire alarms, just you name it, he can do it. And all of these things play an important role in our lives. That young man, and he just happened to have a good first name. Yeah, his name is Alex Givans, owner of Jamtek. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm outstanding. Well, tell us a little about the other Alex, about yourself.
I'm originally from the islands. I moved to Brooklyn, New York, where I studied electrical engineering technology, which I later moved to Macon, Georgia. Finally settled here and established Jamtek, where we do low voltage security and IT support services for our customers here. Yeah, that's what we do.
Okay. Now, when you said low voltage security, what does that mean?
So low voltage, so a lot of people know about electrical services and everything seems like electrical to them, but it's broken up into 2 categories to where the little small wires, most electricians don't mess with it because it's more for the electronics and the technology side. It doesn't carry just voltage and power. It carries data and information that we use for our security systems or computers or networks, stuff like that, that a programmer sends data across those wires. And so it's anything below 150 volts typically.
Okay, so these wires are connected, and it's kind of interesting. We don't think about it that much, but like let's say, for example, fire alarms or security systems or things of that nature. Why are those important? Why are they important, and would they be examples of low voltage?
Yes, so fire alarm is a life safety device or system that was implemented to protect life or preserve life. And so they're put in buildings to, in the case of an emergency, to notify the occupants that hey, something is wrong. You need to either evacuate the building or the system will automatically call the fire department. And if it's an automated system, it will activate the sprinkler system, which will extinguish the fire to help protect the life that's within the building. Security, from a security aspect of it, is to generally protect the homeowner and the homeowner's belongings and assets to help deter crime or break-ins. And so those two systems are two of the main areas of the low voltage realm.
Okay, that's interesting. Now talk a little bit about these new systems where they got a camera when somebody walk up on your door, and you can check what's going on in your house from New York, even if your house is in Macon, and somebody walks up to your door, you can know. Talk a little bit about that, and how that technology has advanced, how expensive it is, and how it works.
Okay, so on the surveillance side, let's start there. On the surveillance side, you have your back in the day, we used to have these little footages on the news station showing a small clip or a picture of a suspect saying, "Hey, do you know this person?" And usually the picture is so blurred, it's pointless to even air that picture. You never get a report or a call from it because you can't make out who it is. With the increase in technology and the increased pixel rate that they're able to increase the megapixel on the camera's resolution to that 4K resolution, now you're getting a pimple on that person's face. You're getting the full facial recognition, the detail of who it is, what kind of clothes they have on, what type of shoe, if it's a Nike, Adidas, or whatever it is. Little details like that. And I point out the Nike because we recently assisted the local sheriff's office here in locating a suspect that was wearing a particular type of shoes. Don't remember what the brand is, but it was going around breaking into cars, just busting the windows and taking stuff. But we're able to pull that footage and identify the shoes and able to pick that same suspect up hours later, only a block away. But with the new technology, with the cameras, you got facial recognition, LPR, which is license plate recognition cameras. So the camera has enhanced capabilities to recognize the numbers and letters of your license plate and detail them in the system. So when we go back to figure out what car came through an apartment complex or came by your house later on earlier that day, we're able to quickly identify the plate number, give it to the authorities, and they could figure out who that plate is registered to and quickly solve that crime before anything else happens. And then motion detection, your doorbell cameras, we can set the range up to 90 feet away. Somebody walks by or comes up, try to take your package from your door, they'll send you a text message or push notification or an email off the person that came by your doorway or even walked by and let you know, hey, something is going on, or your mailman just came drop your package off. And you could talk two-way to them. And with the automation products we have, you could actually say, hey, I'll open this front door for you so you could drop the package on the inside so it's not out there in the weather or exposed for somebody to take it.
So you're trying to tell me they've got technology. I mean, man, that's absolutely phenomenal. It's almost like having a robot at home, I guess.
Pretty much. That's where everything is going right now.
So now, I mean, that can add significantly to security, and really it would discourage. I mean, if in fact you got that kind of security, then it will discourage, I think, people from either breaking in your house or even coming on your porch and stealing your products or taking your car or something of that nature. Now, so there are cameras, so you can, I mean, I know there's such a thing as a doorbell camera too. I understand about that, but can you have that doorbell camera and you can have other cameras connected all around your house?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So a lot of people hear the terminology CCTV and not sure what it means. It's closed circuit television. And it's there where you could tie in multiple camera system into your home network so you can view it locally, or if you want to view it remotely on your phone. You don't even have to be in the country. You don't even have to be in the world as long as you have data connection. You can view your home from wherever you are. We'll set up, good remote access with low bandwidth, so you don't have any buffering or the pictures freezing up. Great software and no glitches in it. We've worked out all the bugs over the years. It's been out here for 30 plus years.
Okay, now, I've even noticed that some people, even if they have babysitters, they are able to, go out to date or go to dinner with the wife or the husband, and then yet still be able to monitor what's going on with their kids. I guess what you're saying is that you can put the cameras anywhere.
Anywhere. We're starting deploying now solar cameras to where if you have a property way out in the fields where just don't have any power service there, we're able to calculate the power usage of your camera, how long it will run for if you don't have any sunshine, and how much wattage you'll need to keep the camera running and have it record regardless if you got power or data out there. And our cellular communicators too will bring internet to the camera so you can remotely view the cameras regardless if it's just a field you have where you just go hunting from time to time, or you have a small cottage, or just a vacation home somewhere that just don't have service somewhere in the mountains. No matter where you are, we would get service to your cameras, and you can remotely manage and protect your property. Another thing that we think that's really nice that a lot of people will be happy to know that we're able to do is, you've been hearing a lot about these hacks, people looking in on people's cameras and all that stuff. With us having the IT background and providing IT and network security to our customers, we've been able to enhance your local network to where there's no open ports or nowhere for anyone to access your network to view your cameras. So you're looking at this secure streaming encrypted via to just you and you alone, so it won't be hacked.
Okay, now, so do you provide security both for residential and commercial establishments?
Yes, residential, commercial, and industrial. And from the security standpoint, we're looking at burglar alarm systems, surveillance systems, door access controls, which is your electronic doors. So it grants or denies access if you're given a card or a credential to access the building. And network security, protecting your network, your Wi-Fi, and your devices on your network at your business to make sure, because typically if somebody gets on your network, they could access your computer, your printer, your bank account, your files, your information. When you have a public Wi-Fi, we help you separate those from your private network and keep your business secure and still have your customers with Wi-Fi so they can do what they're doing.
Wow. So you talking about all this slick stuff that's going on, let's talk some about, ranges of cost. Just say a person, a young couple got a 2,000 square foot home, they're just moving into it, want to get it secured. Everybody knows about burglar alarm systems, but what would you suggest typically, for people who want to, secure their home? And then we'll talk later about, telephone and other stuff, fire alarms, but what would just kind of roughly be the cost for that?
So
Roughly
typically,
range.
so rough range we're looking at. So typically I'd recommend a professionally monitored system. And I recommend that in the sense that if you're not home, the system is watching out for you. We always have a central station responding to the signals that's coming from your system. Whether it's a trouble, whether there's no power, whether the system is not working properly, we know, we get notified. And so we're able to proactively ensure that your system is working properly. And so getting a monitored system, whether or not you're home, it will always notify the authorities. And not only does it notify the authorities, they'll call the police department, the fire department, and the medical in the case of an emergency. So it's not just a burglar alarm system, it's a life safety system, and it's a medical system at the same time. So protect your home, your assets, and your loved ones in the home.
Okay, but now when you said professionally monitored, does that mean that somebody can see the cameras, or does that mean when something is broken down, What you mean monitoring?
So
What do you mean?
so monitoring is where so anyone could pretty much install a security system that will beep and make noise when somebody walks through the door, just like a regular door chime. A monitored system has a professional team 24/7, night and day, all year long, watching out, making sure that any signals, any alarm signals come through, they will call you to make sure you're okay. And then they'll call the authorities to make sure the authorities are on site to help protect your home.
Okay, yeah, that clears it up because I just wanted to make sure, make it plain that when you said monitoring, you're not talking about you got somebody looking at the cameras in your house.
Oh,
no. That means somebody checking the functionality and the operability of the system to make sure that it's working properly.
Exactly.
I got another question to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
When these cameras are shooting footage, where does that footage go? Is there a big old contraption in your house that you can, go and I mean, where does the footage go? For example, if I want to see, why are you laughing at me? If I want to see what my babysitter was doing, if I want to go back, the next day and see what happened, how do you access that monitoring and where is it stored?
So the reason why I smiled is because the technology came a long way to where there's multiple options now. And so back in the day, all they had was a DVR, which is a digital video recorder. And then they came out with a NVR, which is a network video recorder. And then they came out with a SVR, which is a streaming video recorder. And so basically your footage could be stored in multiple locations at the same time or off-site or on-site. So if you want it on-site, yes, you'll have a DVR or NVR that has a hard drive in it that stores your footage. And it's just a few clicks to go playback. You select the camera view you want, the date and the time, and it'll show you exactly what took place. But then we have our customers that's concerned that somebody may break in and try to take the device because they see cameras around the house. So now we store the footage offsite into a data center in the cloud that's always accessible. No matter if the house burnt down, the house completely disappeared, took all the cameras, every equipment, we still have the footage, always stored, always secure and backed up for you.
Yeah, that sounds good. Without I'm asking for some numbers, so for some ranges of costs, I mean, I know that it would increase, depends on whether you're driving a pickup truck or a Cadillac, I understand that. But, give me a range of costs.
So your SVR would be your Cadillac, and then your DVR would be your pickup truck. And now your pickup truck would be your one-time cost. You paid for the system, you paid for installation, it's yours. You can go access it whenever you want. It's home. For instance, if you just say you want 4 cameras just around the house, the 4 corners of the house with a monitor inside, which you can remotely access with a 4K resolution, high quality vandal-proof cameras. So you get a 3 to 5 year manufacturer's warranty on it, no questions asked. You're looking at anywhere from $750 to $1,000. For alarm monitoring, I think we're the best in the middle of Georgia, in the country at least. Most companies charge $1 a day. They say they charge $1 a day, but you still have to go pay for phone service. And when you pay for phone service, that's an additional cost to you. Our $1 a day gives you cellular communication, so where you don't have a phone line on the outside of your house, somebody could come cut, or you don't have an extra bill.
Wow.
So,
okay. Well, we're going to talk. I'm still very interested in that doorbell you can ring and see folks. So we want to talk about it and the cost of it, because I think it really works well, and I think it's very advantageous. This is a call to action, but we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Get ready, Central Georgia.
This is Alex Habersham, publisher of the Macon Middle Georgia Black Pages. I'm happy to inform the community, particularly business owners, that we're working on a new edition of the Macon Middle Georgia Black Pages and Resource Guide.
Coming soon.
So call today. You need to be a part of this.
Your resource guide to identify Black-owned businesses throughout Central Georgia.
You either get your free listing and or your ad in the upcoming edition.
We try to make it very easy through our book, electronic and digital formats, and social media. Reserve your ad space today.
Call 478-464-0074.
Visit our website at makingBlackPages.com.
You cannot afford not to advertise.
Download the app.
The new Making Middle Georgia Black Pages and Resource Guide is on the way.
Coming soon.
This is a call to action. I'm your host, Alex C. Habersham. Glad to be able to interview this young man, this young entrepreneur, businessman who's involved in low voltage wiring and security, and who's explaining to all of us, me in particular, what it means with all of the new technology and all of the different arrangements that we can get as homeowners and as consumers and as individuals that kind of help, to protect us and help to monitor our situation and help to record, what's going on in our home or what have you. So we have with us Mr. Alex Givans, the owner of Jamtek. So what else would you like to, talk about that doorbell first. Now, I'm still interested in that doorbell with the camera on it.
So the doorbell with the camera now, it not only picks up motion, there's two-way communication in between you and that doorbell. So it has a built-in microphone, so it's picking up audio for you. And it has a built-in speaker, so you can talk to whoever's out there. So if your delivery guy comes and rings your doorbell, you could talk to him and say, hey, what's up? Tell him, hey, put the package here, don't leave it there because they are hide it behind the bushes for me, anything. As well as it records 4-minute clips for you every time it picks up motion. So say you're sleeping, somebody walks by, you don't want to be waking up by, notification that something walked by. It'll record the footage so you can just go back and see what took place. And so you really never miss anything as long as it picks up motion. And the motion sensitivity is a 99.8 accuracy on it. So it won't be an instance where somebody walked by and they didn't pick it up.
Wow. So just talk generally about the advantages and how, all of these technology around your house, they seem to be very affordable. Matter of fact, I was really surprised when you told me, a minimum cost, and I expected to be more numbers than that. So that's good to know. But how does all of this stuff that you do contribute to the well-being, the safety, and the comfort, and the good feeling of people who, in fact, take advantage of it? So
first, I'll say the new technology, the benefits of the new technology that came out. One of the things is the S-line encryption, the security that the new systems bring. And the more security you implement, people sit there all day long trying to find ways to get around it. And your old alarm system, which a lot of homes in Macon here still have them, even your teenage kids figured out if you stick a magnetic film between your sensors, you could open the window or the door, sneak out the house, and no one will ever know. And people figured out if you cut the phone line on the outside of the house, no matter how much noise that panel makes, it will never call the police. So the thief still has time to do what he's doing. And that's where they go in and they just break the panel to shut it up. Now, the new technology we got smash and crash built into our panels. So if the panels gets broken or somebody smashed the panel, it automatically lets us know, hey, that's what took place. Our systems have a built-in camera in the panel itself. So a lot of older homes have just a regular keypad where you just go punch your numbers. Once you punch a number in and the code is wrong, it takes a picture immediately and texts it to the homeowner's phone. Has built-in glass break detection to where somebody breaks the glass at a door or the window to come in. Because a lot of homes, they put sensors on the windows. If you open them, it sets an alarm. But they're not thinking that, what if somebody just breaks the window and walks right in? So that system is designed to pick up the sound or the frequency of the breaking glass and trigger an alarm as well. With the S-line encryption or the wireless stuff, people used to be worried, oh, I don't want a wireless system. I got to change the batteries. The technology has gotten so great to where the system don't use that much battery. They'll last 7 to 10 years before you need to replace a battery. By that time, you probably sold a home.
Yeah. Going to a nursing home, one of the two,
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this has been phenomenal information. So if somebody wants to get in touch with you, how can they reach you?
So we're local here in Macon. We're located off of Rolfe Avenue. It's 2632 Rolfe Avenue, Macon, Georgia. Our phone number is 478-551-3771. Or you can email us at info@jamtek, JAMTEK 360.com.
Okay, that's it. And then you got service vehicles too. Don't you have service vehicles? I noticed that, I was driving down the street and I saw 3 or 4 service vehicle trucks, so you can handle many jobs at one time.
Absolutely. And our team is well trained. We get our guys trained at the factory to make sure whatever equipment we're installing or supporting, that we're installing equipment according to the manufacturer's requirements to make sure it operates like it is intended to.
That's outstanding. Give your contact information again.
It's 2632 Rolfe Avenue, Macon, Georgia. And our phone number is 478-551-3771, or you can email us at info@jamtek, JAMTEK 360.com.
This is a call to action, and I'm so happy to have been able to bring this interview because, all of us are concerned about safety and security, and we've just been informed about some vehicles that can contribute significantly and measurably to that. I have interviewed Mr. Alex Givans, who is the owner of Jamtek. Keep up the good work, young man. And I'll be calling you about a system for my home right after we get off of this interview. This is a call to action. I'm your host, Alex Havisham. Have a great day.
Get ready, Central Georgia. Project Bad starts this summer. Macon Black Pages, Newtown Macon, and Rhythm and Jazz Foundation will host 6 multicultural events in downtown Macon. Project Bad is an initiative that seeks to broaden the diversity of downtown. BAD offers a family-friendly environment that encourages interactions, highlighting, promoting, and familiarizing the public with the dynamics of downtown Macon, with the initial event to be held on July 17th. Music by Ladies of Interchange. The 6 festival events will be held every second Saturday through December in the urban core areas and utilize the beautiful green spaces and other downtown venues like Rosa Parks Square, 3rd Street Park, the Tubman Museum, Georgia Sports Hall of Fame, and the Douglas Theater. Project Bad, bringing African Americans downtown.